This is from the children.
For the children, yeah?
Yes.
Fridge Malik is angry.
Because only. No.
He wants to get more supplies into
oil.
Gaza.
Oil.
He's barely had any sleep in the past few days, he tells me. It's a struggle, he says, to get Israeli permission to let the humanitarian supplies he's collected into Gaza. Malik is an Israeli Arab. He's teamed up with Jewish peace activists to help the people of Gaza.
I come up in 5 o'clock and we start in 7 o'clock from Kfar Kasem, it's near Petach Tikva. Until we come here, and here you need this paper.
They're all the more frustrated because getting aid for Gaza from Israelis is easy, they say. They want the Israeli government to open more border crossings, making it easier to get the food to Gaza City and the other places it needs to go. This day, according to Israel's defense forces, 116 trucks allowed through 2 out of 5 border crossings. Many of those full of commercial products, not humanitarian goods.
Aid officials say that only a fraction of the relief supplies that are required in Gaza are getting through. They say what is needed is about 500 trucks a day, and until now it has been far, far fewer than that.
At a nearby Israeli military base, soldiers coordinate humanitarian truck movements, making sure during a scheduled 3-hour lull in fighting, deliveries can be made safely.
For the time being, we do not see any difficulties because almost all of the requests are being authorized. We do not have any problems with that for the time being.
It's not how the UN sees the situation. Still reeling from the destruction of a food warehouse by Israeli artillery shells, for which Israel has apologized, there is a perception aid deliveries are being restricted.
What we have is food distributions for days, not weeks. And if you want to keep people in Gaza in a situation where they just have food for days, then I suppose you'd say we have enough.
I would like to show you a half a minute movie that by our intelligence source.
At a briefing for international diplomats, Israel's general in charge of aid convoys shows people in Gaza stealing from an aid convoy. It's what they fear most, Hamas stealing food for their own advantage. It's what makes the army careful about letting food convoys in.
Soon you'll see trucks waiting nearby. It will be signaled by a circle. Here you see elements taking flour and other goods, offloading and uploading them onto the truck, and then leaving.
With the war still raging, there are shortages of the most basic food items: wheat, rice, milk, baby formula, according to aid groups.
When you're bringing humanitarian assistance to about 1 million people, which is what we do, a couple of dozen trucks a day is nothing like enough. And given the offensive, given the war that's raging there, of course the humanitarian need has risen exponentially.
Without a full ceasefire and the borders fully open for aid, the situation seems only set to get worse. Nick Robertson, CNN, Kareem Shalom Crossing, Israel.